Renting. So you decided, no, yes, it's time for me to rent somewhere now, and yes, I am ready to go. I'm just here to tell you, just slow down a little bit. I'm happy that you're ready to rent, but think about it from various standpoints. Are you truly ready to rent? Hey guys, it's me again, Chavez, your favorite realtor. I'm just here to give you some little tips and a little guidance in order to ensure that when you start renting, you're not left with a headache. Alright, so first thing first, have to look at the location. Remember, location influences a lot of things. And take into perspective that, for instance, if you're renting an apartment, the price that you pay for rent is going to be influenced by essentially, where is it that this location of the apartment is. So the fact that your rent may be this or maybe this is entirely dependent on the location. So what? You have to use the services of your realtor to look and see for yourself where are the locations that you want to go, and then the next thing that you have to do after that now is proper budgeting. Remember, renting is a thing where it is taken from your salary every month. All right, so you have to look whether or not your salary can actually stretch and be able to manage this new deduction. All right, so look at it this way. When it comes on to renting, you have to ensure that you have your first and your last month's rent. That's before when you go, you have to ensure that you have those two. Can your salary help in getting that? You have to bear in mind as well, you're going to have to pay for utilities. I mean, depending on what the agreement is, whether or not the utilities are in fact subsidized, they're shared, or whatever it is that is going to be included in the new rental agreement, you still have to take things into account. All right, can your salary be able to manage it and stuff? Oh, I always stress it and say, do not put yourself in a position where you cannot manage. All right, always take that into consideration. All right, always take that into consideration. All right, the second thing is that now, after you've already look to the location, sorted out your budget. All right, the next thing is that you have to look at your traveling expenses. Bear in mind, if you're within the area that you were always have been, then that's all fine and dandy. But you have to relocate to somewhere either further from your place of work or further from various amenities. You have to look, and you're going to have to think about gas. Whether or not you have to buy more gas is another thing. Because depending on the location, that is an issue. Transportation in terms of bus, is it that you're going to have to take more than one bus or take another taxi or whichever mode of transportation that you have to take in order to get there? You have to look whether or not you're going to have an increase in your travel expenses, or they're going to be on the same level, or they can be decreased. What if you rent somewhere that is close to where you work? Maybe it's somewhere that you can probably walk to or cycle to. So to take things into consideration, even on the fact of traveling expenses, by the virtue of that, whether or not these costs are going to be up or going to go down. And remember, all of this is still into the whole package of your budget. Whether or not it can still be managed to stretching that budget every month because of these new additional expenses. All right. Next thing you have to look into now is you have to always do your due diligence. I understand that everybody, you're eager and you're ready to go to rent a property. But you have to always take things into consideration, alright? I will always tell people, maybe just go ahead and probably just, drive around the neighborhood, look to see where you want to go. It's almost like it's like for example, like you have window shopping, you're just eye shopping in the neighborhood. Just so you have an idea how the neighborhood is like. Or so you can look to see, okay, I know this is where the pharmacy is, I know this is where the supermarket is, I know this is where things are. So you kind of be able to familiarize yourself. Alright? As I said, if you want any assistance though, it's always good to contact your realtor, as your realtor is a perfect person to assist you and guide you, as well as to at least give you some insights about the neighborhood. Because as I said, you have to always have and take things to perspective, because renting is not something that you can just go ahead and do on a whim without actually putting yourself in a position, because as I said, you don't want to end up with a headache. Alright guys, so Chavez, thank you for watching another video. Remember to like, follow, share, and it's me again, your favorite realtor. Take care.